So I've been asked in the past, what exactly do I do? Let me let you know. I've been retired for about 6 years. And my day, well, it's all about my neighbors. See, I grew up on the east side of Detroit, and Detroit is kind of a large city and it's broke up in two different places. I was raised in a pretty much predominant Sicilian home. My father was French. But I was raised to respect my elders and to take care of your neighbors because, in essence, they'll take care of you, somehow, some way. Now, as always, if you guys like the content I put out, take a moment, hit that subscribe button, and turn your notifications on so you'll be alerted whenever I drop new content, which is normally on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 a.m. So on an average, my day starts off really, really early, and I would say anywhere between 4 and 5 a.m. every day. And what I do is I come out here to my backyard and I water my roses. Then I start watering my front yard. It's very important. Besides that, I have some other potted flowers that I take care of and tend to daily. So besides doing all the stuff for my neighbors, I do stuff on a daily basis for me and my household. In essence, when I wake up, I make my coffee. I make my content for that morning with the comic books and sometimes my coffee. I then will go upstairs, clean all dishes, put them away. I'll go ahead and clean off all our granite counters because my son's a slob. And I may sweep. Every few days I sweep, and then once every 2 weeks I wax the wood floors. But besides that, wrap up the trash, take it all out. This is all literally before sometimes 5 a.m. Make sure my son's dog is let out and things of that nature, and I'll start a load of clothes if necessary. Because the house has to be maintained. Now, my wife does her fair share. She cleans the floors also, and she does the bathrooms. And my son will wash dishes because he makes them all dirty. Then there's my neighbor Sally's house. I try to avoid her because, for one simple reason, she is a talker. I don't mind it, but she's a thick little old white woman, about 66 years old, and she's extremely flirtatious. Not just with me, but with my beautiful wife too, and it's kind of awkward sometimes. I used to cut her grass for her for pennies on a dollar, but I stopped, so she cuts it now. And this is how it looks when she cuts the grass. Not great at all. Then there's my neighbor JD. He's about 78 years old. He's self-sufficient. He has bunnies and he has chickens. He pretty much takes care of himself, but I do help him with his lawn every now and again, but he usually takes care of it himself. It does take him 6 hours, but he does. Any given day, I'm doing stuff in my yard, like bringing out the trash cans, and I have to do my neighbors also. And this is where I spend a lot of my mornings, is over at my neighbor Larry's house. Today, I'll be taking him on a doctor's appointment, so we'll be driving his car to it, which is about an hour away from his house. Look, I'm not trying to say that I'm a great guy, but I'm here every single morning. I make sure he gets up. I make sure he gets his pills. I make sure that he eats a breakfast and he has food for dinner. And at a moment's notice, this guy will call me out of the blue saying that it's an emergency and he needs to get over here. I've done that quite a few times, including at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've had to take him to emergency. He's not old and feeble. He is 77. He can do a lot of stuff for himself. He just chooses not to. There's other things I do on a daily basis. I do go to the comic shop multiple times a week, at least 2, maybe 3 times. But that's on my own time, and that's usually when I'm done out ship shopping. And it's sometimes between going over to my neighbor's house to help him out. And there's so much I do over there outside of doing his dishes, doing his clothes, getting everything ready for him. I clean up whatever mess he makes, and believe me, he makes a lot. This man had literally soiled himself, and he went all over his own bathroom, and I went over there to clean it. Now, it's a shit job. No pun intended. See, besides dodging my neighbors, I have to make money. Although I'm retired, It's not like my 401k carried me too long. My wife works full time and I don't want to be stuck in a house by myself. So I do what's called ship shopping. I go shopping for other people, and that's how I make a good amount of my money. Besides, dealing with comic books as the comic plug, finding collectors and acquiring specific issues and key issues for them with a little bit of a cushion on there for me. But I usually go out from 6 in the morning till about 10 o'clock in the morning. I come back, I take care of Larry for about an hour, and then I go back out at about 12 o'clock, and I try to go as probably about 2 to 3 more hours. Any given day, not including the little $20 I make from Larry, any given day I'd make anywhere from $100 to $200 ship shopping. Most of that's coming from tips because I carry heavy things up a lot of flights of steps. Outside of that, once I come home, I check in on Larry, usually make sure he's good to go. And then hopefully my wife will be home from work at that point, where she and I might be able to spend a little bit of time after she's done working out and such. So that right there, guys, is a little look-see into what I do on a daily basis. And keep in mind, this goes outside and above what I do for my YouTube, what I do for my Facebook, what I do for my TikTok accounts when it comes to content. Besides that, I do have a personal life, and I do like seeing my friends and bowling and things of that nature. But I really don't have a lot of time for myself. So do me a favor. If you like the content that I put out for you guys, please do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Send me a like, even give me a comment. Tell me what you do with your day. All right, as always, it's the Comic Plug, and I'll see you guys later.